there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So this is the Succession series at very long bloody last, and it is my turn. Ah, boy. Right then. So basically, it has been, well, Tortuga Power and the Historical Gamer who have been playing through for about, about 6 years each. I believe the game begins in 1900. So they have been playing as the French, I presume, Empire. And I am to take on the reins here. I can't wait to see their creations destroyed. Right then, so let's see what we have in terms of colonial holdings. We have a good grip on the Mediterranean. We have Tunisia, Algiers, Wolof is all I can remember from bloody EU4, but I don't know, probably Mali, but West Africa anyway. Okay, Congo. Zambia, is that Zambia? I can't remember. Right, looks good. Madagascar, of course. Not much in the Caribbean. A few islands out here. Nice possessions over here, however. Right then. So what we need to do then is we need to take a look at the almanac and basically figure out who is the real danger here. Intel reports. Let's look for the latest reports. The indication is okay. Right, Italy, 12-inch main guns. Almanac. So, naval budget is looking pretty good. Obviously the British have the largest naval budget here. Right, Dreadnoughts in service 518425. So we do seem to be in dire need of Dreadnoughts. We have 4 being built apparently, which is quite handy, I would say. Okay. We do have 16 battleships, 21, 12, 27. So the British and the Germans are quite powerful, obviously with the USA as well. What do we have being built here? We have Devastation. Don't know how to say that. Let's have a look at this. Fairly light armor. Not bad. 3-inch deck's pretty damn good. Yeah. Pretty damn quick. Nice little battlecruiser there. Okay. How much do we have? Well, we can't afford anything right now, so let's allow the time to go on then, shall we? Let's turn the music down a little bit there, just so I can hear myself speak. There we go. Right, so we are all good to go. Yeah, what do we have deployed? That is a lot. Fair enough. Let's allow time to go on. I'm just going to save here first. Right, so Colombo. Fairly lightly armoured. Decent guns, so see we can now see that they have the 12 inches being produced here. Practically meaningless subarmament. Direct firing. Not bad then. So I'd like to retrofit the ships with the new direct fire control, but we're going to have to do that one in time. Liguria. Yeah, the Italians are definitely stepping up their efforts here. The Austrian Navy's putting a lot of effort into gunnery. That's nice. That's real nice, actually. A sudden slump in the economy has led to widespread unemployment and poverty. Now that would give us some prestige. But it would increase tensions. We're going to go for the middle ground to begin with. I need to understand the global situation at large before I can go ahead. Right, I'm just going to put that onto pause for the time being. These ones will be paused. There we go, we're making positive now. We'll finish these and then we'll begin the expansion of the other ships. I don't know what the AI's obsession with these kinds of ships are. I just really dislike that layout. I like the big gun cruisers. Right, there we go. Reconstruction? Tensions with Italy. Okay. Italy has a fair amount of heavy cruisers actually, that's rather impressive. Though most of them are probably older types considering they're 55,400 tons over here versus 124,000. So they are not too much of a danger. We do have a good amount of light cruisers. Destroyers, I think we could do with more destroyers. Definitely could always do with more destroyers. So we'll increase tension somewhat. Okay, Germany's rebuilding a few ships over here. Okie dokie. I'll accelerate construction here too. Resume construction at accelerated pace. Right. Handle it quietly and discreetly. Reserve forces. Devastation can be sent to... we'll send Devastation... well, we'll send both of the new dreadnoughts to the Mediterranean. There we go, that's going to add a decent amount of power to the Mediterranean. We do have a considerable amount of Holtons over here. Austria-Hungary. I'll wait for these ships to be constructed and then we can go ahead. I would like that. I would like that. Okay. Algeria. Target designate, I will have that. Increases the accuracy of our forces quite nicely. Okay. The Kawachi. Fairly powerful ship there. Okay, so now we are in a position where we can begin to look at building our own design here. So I think that's what we're going to do. Whoopsie. That's lost. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we begin with. So we're going to drop all the guns here. So we can build 35,000 tons. We have a large yard, actually, to work with. That's really handy. Plenty there. I don't know if we have oil. Do we have oil? We do not have oil. That's a shame. I would love to try and gain access to oil. Strength bars. Oh, I love this feature. I've not actually seen this feature before. It's the first time I've been playing in this version of the game, so this is really quite handy. Very, very nice. Okay, I can see what the issues were here. Basically, we do need to up our strength here. Northern Europe, Germany is supreme. For the time being, anyway. Elsewhere is not really too bad. Obviously, Japan's going to be supreme over here. We do have a good amount of strength over here, man. That's nice to see. Very nice to see. Okay, so we do have decent power. It's obviously just over here where we need to increase it versus Italy. As that would be rather bad. Okay. I'm going to send you to the Mediterranean. These new types of ships. There we go. Rightio. So we know we're dealing with an Italian resurgence, so that means that we're going to have to try and bring something out. Okay. I need to try and figure out something that's going to be fairly cost effective. Do we have access to the quadruple turrets? Right, we do not. What text do we have actually? Research, naval guns. So we have good 12 inches. That's fairly decent. think what we need then is something to make use of these centerline turrets. Something where we can fire from all sides, basically. Right. Do we have triple turrets? It would seem so. $22,000 yards. 21,000 yards. Not a dramatic increase in anything, really. Obviously, it would give us more, well, punching power with the larger caliber shells. But we're going to ignore that and we're going to go in favour of the 12 inches. Mostly due to the fact that they have the higher quality. Okay. Though I want to try something different. Let's see. I really wish there was like an overlay that you could have. That'd be really nice. Right. Trying to think how I want this to work. Where does that get placed? I need forward aft. There we go. But again, I could design this as something like a, basically like the Dunkirk or like sort of like Nelson designs. Basically all guns forward. No issues here. That's a rather impressive amount of firepower at the front there. Would be rather interesting. I think I will remove the gun at the aft here. There we go. Let's see what we can do with this sort of design. This is something I've never tried before, so I'm keen to see how it could go. 22 knots. Direct fire control. Short range. Let's see. Can I go for the triples? Do we have access to triples? It seems as though we do. Okay, not bad then. Now, I like the idea here. Now, basically, it's to try and concentrate as much firepower into something that could be used to chase down enemy ships. It's something of a cruiser hunter. Or it could be used against other forms of ships, really. It's going to be interesting to find out what its performance may be like. But it's going to be very quick. Very, very fast. I could lower the amount of belt armor. I would save us quite a bit of weight. I could throw into another knot of speed. I could drop the amount of torpedo defense. And I won't be able to gain another knot of speed, which is a shame. If I half that... drop a few rounds. I mean, we're looking here at about 28 knots, but obviously that's insane. Would be really nice, but I do need secondaries. I have them with a director. Ah. Right, if I remove that. Okay, now that would work. Oh no, triples are not allowed in D and E. Okay. D and E. D E. Beautiful. I think this is going to be a rather interesting design of ship, and I'm really interested to see how it could potentially work. Right. Midship. Right, there we go. So we have a midship gun as well there. That does not leave me much in the realm of weight. So the thing is, I could have another few guns there on this battlecruiser. It's a very interesting design of battlecruiser, I think. It's a very, very interesting design. All guns forward, basically, is a very interesting concept. 27 knots. I'm just going to save this design. Right. Okay. That's a lot of deck armor. I could reduce that to 2.5, or even 2. Having it down to 2 would reduce the weight considerably. Righto. That's a lot of weight. Pod wing, pod wing. Try a single gun. Oh dear. I moved that one by mistake. Alright, there we go. That's more like it. So this is a very, very, very interesting class of ship, basically. It's something that shouldn't really exist, but I'm very interested in seeing how it works. Right. Technichal would reduce the weight even more so. The thing is, that would make it a real glass cannon, and I really don't want to test it out that much. Now, the midship gun. Let's see. I think we'll remove these guns at the rear here, and then what we'll do is we'll up the midship to a triple. There we go. So we've upped the midship to a triple. That's allowed us to save a bit more weight. I could get up to 28 knots like this now. Let's see. Oh, I could afford the extra torpedo defense. That's not bad at all to have. Okay. So that's 28 knots, short range, freeboard to normal. I think it's a really interesting design, and I'm really rather interested in seeing how it could perform. I should have checked on what the speed of the other ships were. I may still be able to do that, so I'm going to put that to my other screen for the time being, and I'm going to take a look at our ships that we have. So let's go by year. So we have the Devastation. speed, 19 knots. Oh boy. How fast is a battlecruiser? 26 knots. 9 15-inch guns? Are you mad, man? Are you mad? That's so huge! Bloody hell, where's it gone? I think this is a nice design. I like this. I think it's going to be rather interesting to have. Fuck. That's really annoying. It doesn't save it. Okay. We'll redesign it then. No problem. So forward... right, we'll just get the midship in first. So forward, triple. Forward and forward superimpose, triples. The starboard forward, port forward, doubles. No, that's not correct. I should go further back. Okay. Port forward wing, starboard wing. That's it. Okay, speed. Short range. Yeah, there we go. Easily done. Could put these on the actual deck there. That means they won't really suffer from any issues like high waters or rough seas, that sort of thing. Well, rough seas is what I'm trying to say here. I think it's going to be very, very interesting little ship here. I mean, I'd love to push it a little bit further and get 30 knots, but I think that one might be difficult. 28 knots is a exceptional amount of speed there. So we have yeah, I mean that's 10 guns at the fore. That's 10 guns. That's a lot of guns. Usually it's only about 6 guns that are usually at the front there, unless you have quadruples where you have 8. So that's a lot of firepower concentrated there. It's a very quick ship. I think this is going to be quite devastating, really. Yeah, the Dunkirk would be really, really quite nice. Yeah. It's gonna have issues like breakdowns. It's not as well armored as other things. I could reduce the turret armor to about 15 inches. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to about 14 inches and try and get some more speed out of this baby. There we go. So, 29 knots. Do I want to push it that much further and get 925 extra tons from somewhere? I could drop the amount of secondaries here. Remarkably easy. There we go. If I drop that down to just a few inches there, just something to really ward off the enemy. But then again, it has these big guns. Do I just not bother with the secondaries at all? Use this little bit of weight that we have here. No, that'd be insane. But 30 knots is incredibly fast. I could up armor even further. Ooh, let's go to 110 rounds per gun. I could potentially add... I don't know, what would I want to add? What's really to be added here? As a normal, yeah, we couldn't really go for that. Speed, yup. Reliability, yup. Okay, so speed. If it was all firing, we'd be able to save weight there, but we don't have access to oil. There we go. I could go for cramped. Gain a little bit more. Okay then. Armor the conning tower. Now the turret tots aren't that well armored. Okay, bring it down to 5 again. Up the amount of ammunition. And I'm happy with that one. I think that's going to be a ridiculously interesting design. All big guns. Yeah. The thing is, the secondaries really aren't used as often, I should imagine. I think that's going to be a rather interesting design though. It's a lot of firepower where it needs to be. I mean, the thing is, if maybe I move the central gun. Let's try this then. I've got an idea here. Possibly. Forward center line. See, that's not going to work because obviously that's blocking that. It's almost like a midship gun then. So we'll not bother with the forward center line. Let's see. Could I? No, I can't obviously have those. Or do I stick with the idea of obviously the all forward? Because I could up the speed even further. Or instead of upping speed, well, I could actually up speed, go to normal. I could up the amount of armor. 2.5. If I don't bother with 2.5, I think I should probably go with 2.5. If I drop it not to speed, that leaves me 1,000 tons remaining. So the thing is, I could make this into a functional ship then, basically. Let's go with some 6-inch guns in the turrets here. I wish you could choose where they went. That'd be nice. There we go. So, we have 10 guns all at the front there. We'd be able to achieve 30 knots easily. I'd have a normal engine priority. So the thing is, we wouldn't be suffering from sort of, well, breakdowns and etc. We have some decent range. I think this is going to be rather an interesting type of ship. Let's go to 5 inches. I can get another few there. Gives me a little bit more defensive capabilities, really. I like this. I think it's going to be rather revolutionary design. So we're going to call this the Dunkirk. Save the design here. There we go. I'm going to put one into construction. That costs quite a bit, but obviously once I take this one off and start building again, yep, there we go. So what we'll do next time is we'll take a look at the destroyers. We'll build a new generation destroyer. I mean, I could just put that one into production right now, doesn't really matter too much. Oh, too many center line. Remove that, add more torpedoes if we can. I guess we can't. Can I up the inch of the gun to 5 inches? Right, it's overgunned. Do I have access? Right, I cannot yet build destroyers of that. Okay, so we'll drop that down there. What we can do then is we can have go with long-range destroyers. There we go. Ammo's on the low side. Right, so with this long range, they could operate, and at 30 knots they would be able to operate with the Dunkirk. So we'll go with that then. The Durandal. And I'll put a few of those into construction. Another 10 is what I would like to aim for. There we go. So until next time, guys, thank you and goodbye.